myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take a few to lose. Built the win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I built the win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
Welcome back to CTC. I'm your gracious host, Carl, and I'm back with another episode. And today we will be picking the first week of conference tournament champs. At least what I think will win their conference tournament and earn an automatic qualifier into the big dance. Now, if you remember last year, I'm going to pick a tournament winner, give a brief reason why. We're going to move on. But first, I do want to say some things beyond the conference tournament. Shout out Miami of Ohio, continuing to remain undefeated, beating Toledo. They are now currently 30-0. One more win on Friday, and they will finish the MAC and just the regular season flat out undefeated at 31-0, and they will win the MAC Conference Championship. They actually, I think, already have it wrapped up because they have the head-to-head win over Akron, and they don't play them again. But I don't know how that's going. I think that means that they have it wrapped up. There's only one game left for them, and Akron only has one loss. They have none, so that should, by default, give them that championship. But maybe it don't work like that. But I think it does. So shout out to them. I got to shout out some other conference championship winners. And I'll shout them out again on This Week in College Basketball when I have my part 2 to this episode. But we got to shout out Florida. Shout out Florida. They whooped Mississippi State to outright win the SEC. Shout out UMBC for winning the American East. I think they steamrolled New Jersey Institute of Technology. I want to say that's what they beat to win the American East. Let me just double check that. No, yes, they did. NJIT. They got one more. They actually got their their tournament starts Saturday. Well, gotta add that to the pick. So it's gonna be 14 instead of 13. I didn't know the American East started Saturday, so we'll add that to the list of tournament picks as well. But definitely want to shout them out for winning their conference. Also want to shout out Duke. Duke won their conference yesterday, absolutely spanking NC State. NC State has now lost, 5 of the last 6. The only win was against North Carolina, and they didn't have Caleb Wilson or Henry Vazar, so not really a good win if you ask me. But shout out to Duke for winning their conference tournament. I feel kind of bad for Virginia, man. 14-3, great season. Normally would probably be good enough to win an ACC championship, but Duke has been dominating. And last but not least, oh no, I got one more team after this. Arizona. Shout out Arizona for winning the Big 12 last night. Beating Iowa State at home. They've won the Big 12 outright. Now, last but not least, I have to shout out UNC Wilmington. They won the CAA. I forgot who they beat earlier. They beat Elon. And their tournament actually starts Sunday. So let me pick a winner for that tournament today as well. But yeah, shout out to those teams for winning their regular season championships. It's a great accomplishment to do. So congratulations to them. Now let's get into our conference tournament picks. And again, they will be in alphabetical order except for the CAA and the American East, because those start Saturday and Sunday. I thought they started next week. So I do want to get those out there. But shout out to Ishot Plays. I don't know if I pronounced that right. iShots Plays, whatever. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but How you doing, bro? Hopefully you're having a good night. But we want to start with our tournament picks. And our first tournament we have is the A-Sun. And in the A-Sun, I am going with Central Arkansas. Central Arkansas won their last 14 of 15 games. They won the conference outright. Well, they're not outright. They won the conference, I should say. I think they tied with Central Connect. No, they tied with Austin Peay, excuse me. But they won their last 14 and 15. They have the player of the year in the conference and Cameron Hunter, who's averaging 19.7 points per game. And you know me, if you know me, I love a team that's hot down in March. And winning your last 14 and 15, including beating Austin Peay, who you tied with for the conference. If that's not hot, I don't know what it is. So give me Central Arkansas to win the A-Sun Conference tournament. The next tournament we have is the Big Sky tournament. Now, in the Big Sky, I don't have the 1 seed, which is North Dakota State. Portland State, excuse me. North Dakota State's in the Summit. The Portland State, I don't have them. Don't have the 2 seed Montana State. I don't have the 3 seed Eastern Washington. I have Northern Colorado winning the Big Sky tournament. 2 reasons. One, again, they're hot. They won 9 of their last 10 conference games. They ended the year on a 2-game win streak, but again, won 9 of their last 10. And they also can win on the road. They went 8-7 on the road this year. So the Big Sky, conference tournaments are normally neutral site games. And to show that you can win while not being at home is huge. Give me Northern Colorado to win the Big Sky. Next, we have the Big South. And the Big South, yet again, was won by High Point, who won it last year. And I also have them winning the tournament, man. They're just a Big South power. They won 11 straight games in the Big South to date. So give me give me High Point to win the Big South. The Horizon League, I have Robert Morris going back to back. I don't have Wright State winning it. I have Robert Morris. Robert Morris won it last year. They were hot. At the time, I think they started 2-4 and then finished losing 1 other conference game. Robert Morris right now has won 7 straight. And they have the conference player of the year in Deshaun Good. I tried to look up the injury update for Josh Hill, the 6'11 forward for Robert Morris. Couldn't find anything. I think he'll be huge if he'll be playing in the tournament or not. But Deshaun Good is averaging 15.4 points per game and 8.6 rebounds per game. Conference player of the year. I have Robert Morris winning the Horizon League tournament. Shout out Alexander Nguyen. Appreciate you stopping by, my guy. Hopefully y'all like, comment, share, subscribe as well. We're moving on to the MAAC conference tournament. And I don't have St. Peter's. I don't have Merrimack. I got Siena, the Siena Saints. Now, shooting the 3 ball really ain't their forte. They're like to attack the basket. But I got them because they can attack the basket. And I like their head coach. I like their head coach, Jerry McNamara. Sorry for that brief pause. Coach Jerry Mack used to play for Syracuse. Shout out to him. He got them 3rd in the conference. So I got the Siena Saints winning the MAAC conference tournament. Next, we have the Missouri Valley, which honestly, I think a couple teams can win this. I think in the Missouri Valley, you and I can get hot. They could win it. We seen Illinois State just beat Belmont to end the year. Illinois State could mess around and win it. Bradley could mess around and win it. But ultimately, I'm going Belmont. Belmont can get really hot offensively. They can bomb you from 3. They can attack inside. I got the Belmont Bruins winning the Missouri Valley Conference. Yes, they ended the season on a loss on the road. But I think, man, I just think they can score in bunches. So I'm taking Belmont. And I appreciate the sub, Alexander Nguyen. Appreciate you for sure. Definitely do. Next, we have the Ohio Valley Conference. And as much as I wanted to pick, I got alphabetical order. Next we have the Northeast Conference. And I went with LIU, man. Did I go with LIU? Yeah, I went with LIU, man. I went with LIU, which I think is LIU Brooklyn, if I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm going to just say LIU. But I have LIU because not only are they the best team in conference record-wise, I mean, they won it by 3 games. They also swept second place, which is Central Connecticut State. So I'm going to take LIU to win the Northeast Conference tournament. Next, we have the Ohio Valley Conference. And I swear I wanted to take Tennessee State. I wanted to ride the Tennessee State train, Nolan Smith, again, from the DMV area. But ultimately, I had to go with the hotter team. And they beat Tennessee State in this streak. I went with Morehead State. Morehead State's won 7 straight. I actually watched Morehead play a little bit this season prior to conference play. Thought they were a pretty solid team. And I kind of did have expectations of them to win the conference this year. And they tied with Tennessee State. So shout out to them for that. But man, I think they get it done. They're the hottest team in the conference right now. Again, like I said, beat Morehead State in this 7-game. Beat Tennessee State, in this 7-game win streak. So give me Morehead State to win the Ohio Valley Conference. Next, we have the Patriot League. And straight up, we're going Navy. I know Colgate is a power, but Navy won this easily. Navy won the Patriot League by 6 games. They're on a 13-game win streak. Give me Navy to win the Patriot League. They dominated the conference. Next, we have the SoCon, which I did not take ETSU. I think I took ETSU last year. They made it to the NIT championship because they lost I can't remember if they lost in the conference semis or the conference championship last season. But I'm taking the Wofford Terriers. 3rd seed Wofford Terriers. I'm taking them. Well, I don't know if they're the 3rd seed. They're tied. It was a 3-way tie, 2nd place. But I'm taking Wofford nonetheless because Wofford is the team that can shoot. Historically, they can shoot. They can shoot this year as well. They can win on the road. They went 9-7 on the road, and their best player has played their last 4 games in Kamari Holmes. So he's been back the last 4 games. Give me Wofford to win the SoCon Conference Championship. Next, we have the Summit. The Summit League. The Summit, I have winning the Summit. St. Thomas. I have the Tommies coming out of the Summit League. I think that the North Dakota State win that St. Thomas got 2 wins ago, they actually beat North Dakota State. And I want to say they beat, I can't remember. They beat North Dakota State. Was it? I can't remember. Omaha, Nebraska, Omaha, the last 2 games. And I think those 2 wins gave them a lot of confidence going into conference tournament play. So give me the Tommies to win the Summit League. Next, we got the Fun Belt, the Sun Belt, aka the Fun Belt. 2 years ago, I picked JMU. JMU won. They played Arkansas State in the conference championship. Last year, I picked Arkansas State. They lost in the conference championship. Is this the year that they get over the hump? I'm going back to the well. Give me Arkansas State. They made the last 2 conference championships, could not get over the hump. I think this is the year they can finally get off the hump. A lot of parity in the Fun Belt this year. And they won 4 straight coming into conference play. Give me the Red Wolves of Arkansas State to win the Fun Belt Conference Championship. Next, we have the WCC. Now, in the WCC, give me St. Mary's. I'm taking St. Mary's. Now, last year I took them Gonzaga on. I'm going back to the well because Braden Huff, I believe, is out for the WCC. I don't think he's coming back till tournament time. And St. Mary's won 8 straight. And I think Gonzaga is a different team with Braden Huff there and Braden Huff not being there. So give me St. Mary's to win the WCC. All right, so now we have to go back to the American East because I didn't know, but the tournament starts Saturday. And out the American East, I'm going to take UMBC. UMBC won 9 straight. UMBC won the conference by 2 games. UMBC is 9-6 on the road. They could win on the road. Give me UMBC to win the American East. And the final conference pick I have is the CAA, which UNC Wilmington won. And they did lose to College of Charleston, I believe, on Saturday. I want to say that was Saturday. Let me double check. That was Sunday. Out the CAA, I'm going to take. Give me. This is tough. I'm debating between College of Charleston and UNC Wilmington. I'm gonna take UNC Wilmington. I'm gonna take UNC Wilmington. UNC Wilmington. Yes, they did lose to College of Charleston. College of Charleston has won 5 straight so far, but I just think UNC Wilmington also beat them on their home floor. UNC Wilmington, up to that point, won 6 straight. So they won 7 of their last 8. So I'm gonna take UNC Wilmington, man. I think they rise back to the top and they make the dance. They make it back to the dance. So give me UNC Wilmington to make the tournament, and that's all the tourney picks for this year. As I write my picks down, just so I can have a reference point for the next episode, so I don't be repicking picks. I got American East and NCAA when UNCW. All right, cool. So boom, that's all the topics I have for y'all today. I just dropped a reel talking about TCU, asking if you think that TCU is a tournament team after them upsetting Texas Tech, winners of their last 4 games. So make sure you check the reel out, like it, share it, or not. If you don't like it, you don't have to like it, man. Just listen. Just give me a listen. That's all I ask. Just give me a listen. If you like it, you can like it. If you want to share it, please do that as well. Dang, Kansas down 20 at halftime to Arizona State, now down 6. But yeah, I may be having another reel dropping later on tonight, as Boise State was almost up 20 against San Diego State. I want to say it was up 18 before I went live. Now that's granted, I walked away from the TV, typed some stuff up, so the score could have changed. Actually, let's look at it now. They're up 16 against San Diego State, so I may be doing another reel short later. BYU is currently down 17 on the road against Cincinnati. BYU, man, they have fallen. They got into the tough part of their schedule, and they have not looked great in the tough part of their schedule. They lost to Houston, lost to Zona, they came back and beat Baylor, beat Colorado, they beat Iowa State at home. They did do that. Lost to UCF, lost to West Virginia, lost to Oklahoma State, and now currently down 17 to Cincinnati. Now, I don't think BYU is going to get knocked out the tournament. They have a star player, star power. The world wants to see AJ DeBanster in this tournament. But, man, they making it hard. I cannot lie. Going 8-9 in conference, and their last game is against Texas Tech, so they could possibly be 8-10 in conference play. Kind of making it hard, BYU. So that's that on that one. I don't see any. Well, Vanderbilt just tied the game with Ole Miss. This will be a terrible loss for Vanderbilt, who's been losing ever since that undefeated streak happened. I want to say they're like a game above 500 or a game below 500 since starting 16-0. Oh no, they're a game below. They started 16-0. They're 6-7 since going 16-0. So this would be another bad loss. It'd be a great win for Ole Miss. I mean, to me, it means nothing. Ole Miss should nowhere near be the tournament, but it'd be a great win for them nonetheless. Maybe NIT wise, I don't know. Kansas needs this win. That'd be a bad loss against Arizona State. Don't forget, we still have Nebraska, UCLA going on at 11 o'clock. So that starts in about 13 minutes. Appreciate you for watching, my brother. Appreciate you, bro, for watching. So we have that game still to go, and we have Utah State, UNLV still to go. That's a good one. That's a key game in terms of the Mountain West, because if San Diego State drops this game and Utah State wins this game, they'll be in sole possession of first place in the Mountain West. New Mexico hasn't played yet. Let's see who New Mexico plays next, because I don't know that off the top of my head. Oh, actually, excuse me. Utah State is already in sole possession of first place. I forgot San Diego State did lose to New Mexico, which dropped them. So I think if Utah State wins and San Diego State loses, it would be on New Mexico. New Mexico plays Colorado State tomorrow, which Colorado State is winners of 7 straight right now. They are winners of 7 straight right now. And then they face Utah State on the road for the conference. If they beat Colorado State, it's for the conference. If they lose to Colorado State, it's over. Utah State won the conference. If they beat and that's if they beat UNLV on the road tonight. So we got some important games going on. Appreciate y'all for watching. That's all I got for y'all today. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. It helps the channel, helps the network. We have multiple shows, speaking of. So we have the main show, which is live every Monday and Thursday, 7 to 8, 8:30ish. It's featuring Joe Tomo and Dave. We have Unfazed. They should be going live tomorrow, from what I heard, at 9:45, 8:45 Central Time, and that's Joe and AJ. We have RBO, Real Ballers Only, who just dropped an episode, so make sure you go and check that out. It's an NBA show. My Pistons just lost to the Cavs. I'm not surprised. We have BWT, Baseball with Teddy. The World Baseball Classic does start this week, so be on the lookout for Teddy to drop content about that, possibly. We have FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. Again, obviously the NFL and fantasy football season is over. We just had the combine. The free agency starts in 8 days or something like that. Oh, I'll just say a week or 2 weeks from now. So just be on the lookout for content when that drops. We have Dave's Doghouse, highlights and lowlights of sport. I think he's going live tomorrow at noon. We have In the Red Corner featuring Tyreke and Tomo. Boxing episodes, they go live on Sundays, not every Sunday, but when they do go live, it is on Sundays, and it's around 6:30. And then we have Zero Sports Talk with Griffey Sports Show. Make sure you check that out. Again, it's a new show, so I don't know the particulars about when he drops. I don't think he has a live episode yet, but check that out as well. And like, comment, share, subscribe to the shows on the network as well. And if you like what you're listening to, stick with us. Now, that's all I got for y'all today. I should be back on Saturday, discussing games Saturday. And then Sunday, for sure, I'll be back. And this Sunday, I'm going to do it a little different. We're going to do This Week in College Basketball, wrapping up This Week in College Basketball, announcing whoever won their tournaments, if conference championship tournaments have been announced, which some of them should be done by Sunday. So we'll announce the winners for those. And then we'll have our conference tournament picks. Then we'll have our conference tournament picks on that Sunday episode. So This Week in College Basketball will be mixed in with conference tournament picks part 2. So be on the lookout for that. But with all that being said, I am gone. And I might change my mind. I might just do the episode on Monday. Who knows? But I'm gone. See y'all Saturday. Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.